Here's how I never experienced burnout as a trauma therapist and how you can prevent yourself from feeling burnout or cure the burnout that you're already experiencing. The common misconception of burnout is that you're feeling it because you're tired and you need to rest, or you need better self-care, or it's because you have a lack of support. And those things aren't really the whole picture. In fact, it's not even the main part of why you're actually experiencing burnout. Burnout is actually caused due to a perception that your efforts have been fruitless thus far and will be fruitless as you move forward. As in, you're not going to be able to achieve a meaningful goal. We need to feel like there's some sort of success, or there's going to be some sort of success in order to not experience burnout. It does come down to the perception of the mind, not the type of work that you took on or how tired you are or if you're caring for yourself. And let me give you an example. Imagine a team of scientists at NASA or something is working hard to bring home some stranded scientists out in outer space on a space station or something. And this is a life-saving mission. They want to bring these astronauts home. So these scientists are working around the clock. They're spending time away from their family, away from their other things that they enjoy in life, and pouring everything into their work. And they're doing this for weeks. It actually goes on for months. And then they receive news that their funding will be cut, and they're not going to be able to make it to help these stranded astronauts, or that there's not going to be enough time despite their best efforts, and the government would like them to focus instead their expertise on military weapons development. Imagine how some of these scientists would feel after spending all that time, after working so hard, after neglecting their families and their other hobbies, probably burnt out. Some of them will go home in a slump. Some of them will go into depression. Some of them will feel like they don't want to continue in this profession anymore. Now, picture the same situation, scientists working hard on this amazing mission of bringing home stranded astronauts. They're working around the clock for months and they're neglecting other things. And then they get the news that they will be able to do it. They got additional funding coming through. And there's a good chance that they will be successful if they just work a little bit harder for another month. Now, how will those scientists feel? Well, actually, if this mission is important to them, they'll welcome the challenge of working even harder for another month, even though they've already been working very hard. But did you notice in the second scenario, they didn't experience burnout? In the first scenario, they did. It's not how hard you're working. It's not how long you've been working. It's not even really the self-care level that was the determining factor. It's not even the support. It's your perception of whether your efforts have been fruitless and will continue to be fruitless, or if you feel like your efforts have been fruitful and you've achieved meaningful success and you still can achieve meaningful success. We have to have the hope when we're moving forward and we're working into something. As a trauma specialist, I don't get burnt out because I feel that my work is fruitful. In my work with my clients, I feel like I'm actually making a difference. I can see the difference that I'm making. I can see the success that my work is having. Therefore, I don't ever burn out. So yeah, you got to mix in self-care. You got to mix in balance, of course. You don't want to constantly only deny yourself. But ultimately, you need to fix the perception of the mind. So in this case of the scientists, even if they did receive bad news, or if you've received bad news and you would like to cure your burnout, you have to switch the perception of your mind from there's no point, it's all for nothing, to this was worthwhile. There is a reason that I did this. It was worth a try. I gained a lot from this experience, and then focus on what you did gain. And I can still achieve something, and then focus on what you can still achieve. That switching of the perception of the mind will allow you, with balance and rest, to come out of burnout. That's the key. It's the perception of the mind, not just how much sleep you're getting. Hope this helps. If you want to learn more, enroll in my healing course at healingcourse.org.